guys, on today's show, we're going to talk about how Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice will be the best DC movie ever made.
Well, Dave, it could be, at least judging by the new trailer.
Okay, let's say it could be.
The first reason is because this movie is based on the biggest brawl in comic book history.
Yeah, we know Submariner fought Human Torch, Superman fought Spider-Man, Spawn fought Batman, but in the end, there is no bigger brawl than Batman vs. Superman in Dark Knight Returns. Mm-hmm. It is the brawl for which all people look at and go, that's how you do it.
Yeah, and for so many of us in our childhood, it's the only thing we ever wanted to see on the big screen.
Exactly. Once this fight happens, it'll be like, what else can we do in comic book movies? This is it. This was the best. Yeah. Okay. It's the best. The next reason we think this might be the best DC movie ever is Zack Snyder's insanely anal attention to comic book translation, I think will finally come in handy with this movie. Mm-hmm. If even looking at this trailer, there are a lot of shots that are straight from Dark Knight Returns, which this is clearly at least a slight adaptation of. Mm-hmm. Very early in the trailer, there's that shot where Superman appears to be saving a Russian spacecraft, like a Russian spaceship, and that to me looks a lot like him dealing with that Russian nuke in Dark Knight Returns.
There's also that one shot where Superman is hovering above Batman right before he comes down really hard, and that looks just like one of the images in Dark Knight Returns.
Totally, and also on top of that, there's an awesome shot of Batman on a tower with a sniper rifle with a scope that's directly from Dark Knight Returns. Mm-hmm. I think that this is the main thing about Zack Snyder, is he really wants to translate these things. I mean, look at Watchmen and 300. They are direct translations of comic books, and I think that this will finally really be the right time for Zack doing that stuff.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. And also to go along with the Dark Knight Returns stuff, also, of course, he has the armored suit.
Yes. Which, so cool looking.
Is a big part of that fight in the comic book. And also just the idea of Batman in retirement coming back because of a giant threat. Mm-hmm. But this time it isn't the mutant gang, of course. It is the Man of Steel.
I also don't think it hurts knowing that there won't be him actually doing a Batman voice.
Exactly.
You wanted me. Here I am.
Tell me, do you bleed?
It was a good idea to go Arrow and Flash with that one. Do the synthesizer. Why not?
Next reason is Ben Affleck's involvement. The simple fact is that people have really come to respect him, and despite all of the Batfleck nonsense that was going on when he was first cast, people respect him as a filmmaker and are starting to respect him as an actor again.
But that's not just it. With his involvement, also, remember, David Goyer wrote the script for this originally. Batfleck showed up, and all of a sudden, Academy Award-winning writer of Argo, Chris Terrio, took over. He's the first name on that end card, and I think that's pretty important because now all of a sudden we got a Batman Superman movie written by an Academy Award winner.
Yeah, I think that's a lot to respect and a lot to look forward to.
That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, the feeling of powerlessness that turns good men cruel.
Plus, honestly, I think a lot of the reasons people don't like Zack Snyder movies is the writing in them, like the writing in Man of Steel. I think Chris Terrio being added to this is going to fix that problem.
Yeah, no more Goyer. Well, technically some Goyer.
Yeah.
But we're just going to push him off to the side, sort of like he was in that end card.
And frankly, like Dark Knight, Goyer's name is on it, but really Jonathan Nolan wrote that whole thing.
Yeah.
And you didn't disappoint.
The next reason why we think this might be the best DC movie ever made is the fact that it seems like right now there's really no central bad guy. We know Jesse Eisenberg is there as Lex Luthor. We heard him in this VO.
Devils don't come from hell beneath us.
They brought their warrior.
No, they come from the sky.
It seems like the main story is these two heroes clashing together, and because of that, the real beginning of this giant interworking DC live-action universe that we've never seen.
Yeah.
We know that Wonder Woman is going to be in this movie. Mm-hmm. We know that Cyborg is going to be in this movie.
Yeah.
Probably Aquaman and maybe even The Flash.
It's funny because so many stories in the superhero world nowadays have too many villains that they're trying to fight. This, it seems like it's just really going to be story-focused, which I think is a great thing.
100%.
Okay, the next reason is because after all of these years, years of Batman in Nolan's sort of real world, it's getting taken back to something that's more comic book-like. The fact is, Batman's going to have these multiple suits. There are the rumors that Jenna Malone is going to play Robin, like in The Dark Knight Returns. There's so many things that are just like it happens in the comics, and that's something to really look forward to.
Yeah, even the design of his suit is so much like The Dark Knight Returns. It's really exciting getting back to that Batman. The next reason this might be the best DC movie is I think they're really dealing with these giant topics in this movie. I mean, the idea of Superman being worshipped by people.
We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior.
This guy with godlike powers showing up and people questioning their very sense of being, sort of like how Neil deGrasse Tyson says in that trailer.
Yeah, I mean, the other big topic is the media in general. You know, Lex Luthor in this movie isn't going to be some guy doing his silly real estate schemes. He's a guy that controls the media. And that's just a big, huge topic, even in society now.
Exactly.
And the final reason is because Batman and Superman are still arguably the most known superheroes in the world. Sure, Spider-Man and Iron Man have gotten a lot bigger over the years, but when you combine the powers of Batman and Superman, it's going to be huge.
Yeah, especially I think a lot of us thought this movie would never be made. I mean, look at I Am Legend, that funny Easter egg with the Batman vs. Superman logo, which, by the way, is almost the exact same logo they're using for this movie. This is really exciting. 8-year-old me has always been waiting for this movie, I think even more than the Avengers. And so I think, honestly, there is the shot here. There's a chance. I think with the combined forces of Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck, Chris Terrio, Christopher Nolan producing, this could be the best DC movie ever, Anime!
Or at least the biggest.
Alright guys, that's what we think. We think Batman vs. Superman could in fact be the best DC movie ever made. But that's just us. What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. Do you think it could be the best? Or do you think the best DC movie's already been made? Is it The Dark Knight? Is it the first Superman?
Is it one of the animated movies?
Maybe Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, that is a good one.
It's a real good one. Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to listen to a radio show on every week on Indie 100 and The Point.
And if you want to get in touch with us, you can send us an email to geekworldradio@yahoo.com, and be sure to check out our website, geekworldradio.com.